shine my shoes and my leather vest. I comb my hair and feed the cat, get in my dime store Cadillac. I'm gonna live it up, I'm gonna shut it down. Come on, light 'em up. I'm gonna live it up till I lay down and die. Now I'm going down to my local saloon, 'cause drinking starts now, it's noon. I'll take a shot of tequila, put it on my bill. If that don't kill me, the whiskey will. I'm gonna live it up, I'm gonna shut it down. Come on, light 'em up. I'm gonna live it up till I lay down and die. But that ain't so clear. You better hug the ones you love and hold them close. It's a matter of time, that's the way life goes. I'm gonna live it up, I'm gonna shut it down. Come on, light 'em up. I'm gonna live it up till I lay down and die.
WMSE is a proud sponsor of the annual Brady Street Pet Parade on Saturday, October 8th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Music provided by Lilliput Records, pet contests, and the Pet Parade will start at 1 p.m., making its way to St. Hedwig Church for the Pet Blessing. Matt Wild will MC, and there will be vendors and lots of adorable pets in costumes. This is a do-not-miss event for animal lovers. More information about the Brady Street Pet Parade at bradystreet.org/events.
All right, you are tuned in. Oh, not yet.
Did you know if you're an adult living with asthma or COPD, getting sick with pertussis may result in severe complications? Pertussis, or whooping cough, is a serious respiratory illness. Vaccination is the best way to help protect against pertussis. Speak to your healthcare provider to ensure you are up to date on your Tdap vaccination. Learn more at lung.org.
Are you up to date? I don't want to break any HIPAA rules, but are you up to date on your Tdap?
I think
on
I
your
might
pertussis?
I might. I can't guarantee it.
We just had a kid like 7 years ago, so I know I am.
Mine was 11 years ago.
Oh, you're out of date. You better go talk to your doctor.
Sorry.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. It's your health, but I don't want you to get pertussis. Anyway, you are tuned in to the Chicken Shack right here on WMSE Milwaukee. And we wrapped that setup with Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels. Before that, Rockin' Ryan and the Real Goners, Headstone Rock from 2006, Cry Midnight, Crawdad from Bo Diddley, Charlie Feathers, Wild Wild Party, Vince Murphy and the Catalinas with Speechless, Wasted on Him from the Belfuries from 2001's Just Plain Lonesome. Just plain lonesome. Right now in the studio with me is Bruce Humphries of the Rockabilly Rebels. Say hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. Good morning.
Hi.
It's good to be here.
Big stuff happening. Big release this over the summer, the CD, and now,
The vinyl.
well, you'll tell them.
Yeah,
It's the vinyl.
The vinyl is in. It came in quick. They said March of next year, and it came in about a month ago. So I'm a little shocked at how quick it turns around now.
You're the only person that I know that's gotten a quick turnaround on vinyl.
Well,
Because-
they probably liked all the 3D artwork, and they were probably like, wow, we should print this. And
Are you sure they just didn't do the artwork and send you a blank record? Did you actually play it?
Are
there grooves?
I've played it. There's grooves.
Okay.
And it's color.
We're just going to
Color,
send you
yeah.
the artwork and the, oh, wow, that
Yeah,
is
look at that.
deluxe.
You can't see that over the radio, but
If you could, your
Yeah.
eyes would be blinded.
it looks and it smells good too.
Wow,
So,
that's fancy.
but yeah, it's been a crazy busy summer, and I'm thrilled to have this ready for a show tomorrow at Linneman's. And yeah, and the artwork turned out, because the 3D artwork, if it didn't come out, then all that work would have been a disaster, and I'd have a album that had 3D glasses, but the artwork doesn't work. So
Yeah, that's.
No
I
stress.
have to admit, I have to say, I was impressed when I got the CD. I was like, this is elaborate packaging, and the album doesn't disappoint either. You just went all out.
Yeah,
Kudos.
I can't do things the easy way. Apparently, my wife would agree with that, because everything I do, I have to make it much more difficult. But yeah, I was worried because, is the music going to be as good as the artwork? Is the artwork going to be as good as the music? And
Seems like it turned out.
I'm thrilled with it. So yeah, I've got great feedback, great reviews so far. So we're doing good.
Right on. Well, the new album is Live It Up, and we've been playing it quite a bit over the last few months. This is your second album, full-length release.
It is the second album.
Yeah.
Well, the first one had 7 songs, so I don't know if that really is
EP?
considered an LP or an EP.
That
or,
would be an EP.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah, I mean,
be real.
right. 10
That's an
songs.
EP.
10 songs, I think it starts to be an LP.
Yeah, you get to the 8, 9, 10. I've got things that are called albums that have 8 or 9 songs on them.
Sure.
Jazz albums might only have 3 or 4. It'd be a LP.
Yeah. And some albums have 10 songs on one side. And I don't know how they do that, because, I was told you can only have about 18 minutes on each side. And I was cutting it really, really close with that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, so the show is
it is tomorrow.
Tomorrow
at
at Linneman's.
Linneman's. Yeah, 8:00. We got Rockadiles opening the show. We're going to have some free things for the first 20 people that come into the club, and then I think I'm going to pick up some of those tickets that we're going to do a drawing and give away some merchandise.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
A raffle?
Yeah, I guess you could say it was a raffle. I mean, people don't have to pay for the tickets, and they just get the ticket at the door, and
then they get to win?
maybe. It depends.
Game of chance.
Yes.
Cool. Well, you've had a busy summer. I mean, I see your social media, and we've announced a lot of shows for you over the summer. What was your favorite thing so far since the album came out? What was your favorite show, favorite gig?
My favorite show. I think I would have to say it's probably the Two Wheel Tuesdays that was out at the Asia restaurant in, I think it's New Berlin or West Dallas. I can't remember. It's on National. Guy named Jason Updike hired us for that. And that was one of the most fun shows, because, people were there to listen to the music. A lot of people rode their motorcycles out, and they were there to listen to music and drink beer. And we got a really good response. And the next day I was playing a senior home, and there was absolutely no response. So it's a little schizo.
Well, you got to cut those seniors a break.
Yes.
You can't get really too mad about that.
No, I wasn't mad. I still had a good time.
Were you playing your White Falcon and just going all out at the senior home?
No. I was playing the White Falcon, but I was doing more Buddy Holly and Johnny Cash. And
Well, what are those people's problems?
they were eating.
They're old.
It was lunchtime.
Yeah. What do you expect? Not every octogenarian can rock out.
That's true.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. So tomorrow, the album release, is happening at Linneman's with the Rockadolls, our friends, the Rockadolls. We play them here on the Chicken Shack. And let's see what else you have to tell me right now.
Well, for those that don't know the Rockadolls, they used to be part of the Cow Ponies. And so John's got a new band. We've got a couple more shows left before it gets too cold. We're booking into next year already. We're just going to kind of see what happens. I'm going to keep promoting it and probably harassing you to announce shows. And
cool. Do you have a website, right?
Yeah, it's a hard one to remember. It's brucehumphries.com.
Oh, I'll never remember.
It used to be my art website, but when I stopped teaching and making art, I just switched it over to music.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. Well, should we listen to another song?
Yeah, I think we got Pitter Patter, an instrumental that I wrote during COVID, that I inspired by listening to my kid run around the house while I was down in the basement, the pitter patter on the ceiling. And I wrote it during COVID and sent the guys the song, and they learned it. We got together and rehearsed it and added it to the list.
All right. Well, let's listen to it. And you can get this on the brand new vinyl and CD of Live It Up. So let's dig it. Pitter Patter right here on the Chicken Shack. Right on, Pitter Patter from Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels instrumentals. I like instrumentals.
Yeah.
2 minutes. And so that's like a perfect.
Short. Yeah. Short, sweet, and move on to the next.
There you have it. So now I've seen you several times actually over the years, and you had a little bit of a revolving lineup. Who's in the band right now?
Yeah. So Lorenzo Rapani is on.
He's been with you for a while.
Yeah, he's been with me for 5 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Weber, he's been with me for the same.
Okay.
John Steffes was our third bass player, and he passed a couple months ago.
Right.
His fill-in while he was sick is Chris Conrad, and he's opted to take the full-time position. So he is now our fourth bass player. I always worry now because what is it, Spinal Tap, where the drummer kept it, exploding, or they kept revolving.
You might want to get an insurance policy on
Chris,
Conrad. Yeah.
Chris, you may want to get yourself an insurance policy.
Key man, you need a key man policy.
Yeah. But yeah, John Steffes and Kurt and Lorenzo are all on this album, and I do appreciate you saying something because gotta give them all shout outs, and John Steffes is all over this album, and he was really, really into playing with us and took our
good guy.
Took our band to a whole nother level, it felt like. So while it's painful to get the album in and see him on there, I'm thrilled that he got to be a part of that. And
Absolutely.
he got to see the CD version before he passed. And I also should mention that we're, instead of releasing the whole album on Spotify, we're doing something different where we're releasing it as a single. So like maybe every 2 weeks or every month. Kind of depends, like with the release today, with Live It Up being released today, it coincide with the show for tomorrow. So we're trying to drag our name along as opposed to throwing it out there like we did with the other album and just getting lost in the shuffle. And you know, the worst thing I could lose is 0.0003 cents a stream. And since, you know, I think I might be up to $25 for the other album that was released 4 years ago, I'm not missing out on much. So
yeah, there you have it.
Yeah. We're all single driven anyhow, because nobody, you know, we probably listen to full albums, but the general public, I think they just listen to the one song and it's on to the next song and on to the next. And
on shuffle, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too, to a certain extent. It's rare that I get to sit down and listen to an album. I guess the one time I get to do it personally is like when I'm putting the show together.
Yeah.
It usually takes me about 2 album sides so I get to listen to an album.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at least once a week.
Right. And how many albums are in your collection that are not getting listened to once a week?
Yeah, probably
a lot.
Several, a few,
Yeah,
handful.
A couple here.
Yeah, I got a stack of.
Well, here's another one for you.
Thanks. How many albums do I have sitting on the speaker of my stereo that I have yet to even open the plastic on? So that's probably a better question. But anyway, so enough about that, about me, more about you. The album Live It Up, it was released on CD. Was it in June? July?
I think it was in June. I think that was when it was first available.
Yeah. And so now we have the vinyl. The release show is tomorrow at Linneman's and 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Is it 8 p.m. downbeat or doors at 8?
Rockadiles start at 8. I think the doors open at 7.
Oh, those are polite hours.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be done by 11:30, so I might actually feel okay on Sunday.
That's my kind of gig.
Yeah.
That's what I like, the ones that are early.
Oh, yeah.
If I can have my gear at least in the garage and my pajamas on by midnight, I'm in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we didn't play any show that went to later than 11 or something. Last year, it was a couple shows where it went to 12:30 or 1. And at this age, I mean, it's just too much.
Old guy rock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Man.
I have nothing. I like those afternoon shows myself.
Yeah.
Oh, we're done at 6. Oh, we're done at 7. Yeah. Oh, just perfect. 8 o'clock. Ooh, I guess we could probably stay up till 8. Anyway, so go check it out online, BruceHumphries.com. It is Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels. Do you have anything else cooking, or are you just focusing on the record? And
I'm focusing on this one, but I'm also thinking about the next. I have a ton of solo, or ton of other songs, so I'm thinking about a solo album at some point, but
solo acoustic or solo rockin' or
solo, all kinds of instruments,
TBD?
Tons of instruments. So I was thinking about getting a variety of different musicians around town to participate. So some would be more acoustic driven, slower, old school country, and some would be maybe a little bit more rockin', not quite punk rock, but
we had that rockin' single you did with Groff not too long ago. That was real fine.
Yeah, that one was fun.
We played that a lot.
So Groff would be one of the ones that I would try to recruit if he would have me.
Tap on old Groff. I bet you he would do it.
Yeah, but I should also say that the vinyl's available at a few stores here in town at Bullseye Records, Lilliput, and at Rushmore. So we do have the vinyl there in store now, if you can't make it out to the show. Or you can buy it straight through me.
Can you get it on the website?
Yep.
You are.
BruceHumphries.com. You can, well, it links up to Bandcamp, so it's really actually through Bandcamp, but you could always email me.
There you
I'll
have
meet you somewhere in Milwaukee if you're from here. So,
hand it delivered by Bruce himself. Be sure to get that. Right on. Well, what were you going to play next?
I think the very first single that we released off of this was Cool Clad Daddy. That was inspired by a very drunken walk home from a college party. And
Recently?
No, oh gosh, no. No, this would have been back in the 80s. Mid 80s. Yeah, it was.
You would have had my respect if you
yes.
said, yeah, it was last year.
Yes, there were witches looking out from behind trees on my walk home, and it was quite fun.
Oh.
So it was a good party.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're going to listen to another track from Live It Up, Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels. You can check them out tomorrow with the Rockadiles. Let's dig it. Cool Clad Daddy right here on the Chicken Shack.
On my way home, I was a little bit drunk, a little bit stoned. Something caught my eye up in a tree. There was a little purple person looking down at me. He's a cool clad daddy with a pompadour, jumping and a hollering, yelling for more. I'm a seeing purple people and a pink polka dot. Well, I rubbed my eyes and I rubbed my neck. I scratched my head and said, what the heck? My mind's a seeing things and playing tricks on me, cause this little purple people looking down at me. He's a cool clad daddy with a pompadour, jumping and a hollering and yelling for more. I'm seeing purple people and a pink polka dot. Bring your sister, the playing rock and roll on the old transistor. Then he started to jump, a hollering Bob. But pretty damn soon I was at the top, and I'm seeing purple people and a pink polka dot. And roll on the old transistor. Then he started to jump, a hollering Bob. But pretty damn soon I was at the top, and I'm seeing purple people and a pink polka dot. Well, I'm sitting on top of the big oak tree. There's the little purple people dancing far as I can see, dancing back and forth, to and fro, all night long. Just look at them go, and I'm a cool clad daddy with a pompadour, jumping and a hollering, yeah, for more. I'm seeing purple people and a pink polka dot. Yeah, I'm seeing purple people and a pink polka dot. Oh yeah, I'm seeing purple people and a pink polka dot.
Cool Clad Daddy from Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels. So, you've got, you have Lorenzo in the band. He plays lead guitar for the most part?
Yeah. I play with lead on 3 songs on here. But yeah, he's the good guitar player.
Well, but you used to handle a lot more of the lead work when I first saw you.
That I did?
I thought you did.
No.
You had somebody playing Strat. I can't remember. Yeah, playing a Strat the first time I saw you. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Was it Ron Turner?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I've never played much lead. I've never felt comfortable with it. So people don't want to hear me play lead. They want to see Lorenzo play.
Well, he's a good guitar player. I play his record too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you handle well, you obviously do the singing. Are you and you do all the writing for are these all your songs?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. They the other guys make my songs sound pretty, so that helps.
But you're no slouch on guitar. Who are your favorite guitar players?
Oh, well, definitely Setzer. I think. I mean, he was a huge influence, but I don't play like Setzer because
only he can really do that.
It's like why even bother? But it's not really so much guitarists that I look up to. It's just musical acts.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a ton of them over a big span of different types of music. We were just talking about punk rock and new wave. I mean, that's kind of what I grew up on and saw the Stray Cats, and that changed my life. But buying the Clash London Calling, changed my life a year or two earlier, and same with the Sex Pistols album. I'm sure the Go-Go's and Rick Springfield changed my life, along with the Partridge Family and the Beatles. So
and Sean Cassidy.
Yep. I like David much better. But,
David Cassidy. There we go.
Don't hold it against me.
Yeah, I'm from the same era.
Yeah. So I grew up watching those and thinking how cool it would be to, play music and sing and, have the girls screaming and hollering for you. But usually it's screaming and hollering to get away and run.
To turn it down.
Yeah.
Turn it down. Cool. Well, so I think we have time for one more. I do want to encourage folks to check out your website. Again, Bruce Humphries,
BruceHumphries.com.
And then again, we'll mention you are performing tomorrow night at Linneman's River West Inn, 8 p.m. with the Rockadiles, who also bring the rock. Known John for quite a while in various iterations of his music. And Tom plays bass for the Rockadiles, doesn't he?
That I don't know.
I thought he was playing. I can't remember.
I don't think so, but he's played with in the Cowponies.
He was in the Cowponies, and he played in their soul band before that.
Okay. Well, I guess people will just have to come and find out who's in his band besides John.
There you go.
So.
But he said we were talking about a gig, and he's like, we're not like a speaker on a stick band. We bring the rock show. We play loud. We play. And he said, I can't remember. He said, we even do a Thin Lizzy cover. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, you're not a speaker on the stick kind of band. Yeah. I got you. Well, you're a full production rock and roll band. So
I've seen some video of them performing recently, the Rockadiles, and I see people out dancing. So
yeah, well, he's no slouch on guitar. That's for sure. I know he's got an all-star band. So there you have it, the Rockadiles and Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels, and you will check them out tomorrow at Linneman's.
Yeah.
Right on. What should we wrap her up with?
Let's do one of the songs that John really liked. It's called Take Me Home. He listened to the lineup of the songs that I had when I was trying to figure out, the track listing. And he was like, you got to have that one at the end. And, it kind of makes sense. So this one's for John.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yep. Take Me Home.
Let's see if it makes sense. All right. Bruce Humphries and the Rockabilly Rebels right here on the Chicken Shack.
And I'm spinning right out of control. Come on, baby, flip the switch, 'cause you're the number one ready to rock and roll. walk you into the night. I don't care what you do, and I don't care where you roam. You know you got me now. I'll take me home. Now I passed you by on the ride. You took your horn and you flashed your brights. The sign says dangerous 'cause the hedge is gonna wind up in your bed. Yeah, in my head. I don't care what you do, and I don't care where you roam. You know you got me now. I'll take me home. Yeah, take me home. Well, I pulled over to let you by. You blew my piston and I slipped inside. When I pulled in, you started to squeal. You said, hang on, day, to my steering wheel. Yeah, how you squeal. I don't care what you do, and I don't care where you roam. You know you got me now. Take me home. You take me home.
Support for WMSE comes from Great Lakes Distillery, located in Milwaukee's Walkers Point neighborhood. Open daily, Great Lakes Distillery offers tours with a sampling of their handcrafted vodkas, gins, whiskeys, brandies, and liqueurs, and a tasting room with craft cocktails, retail shop, and food. More information about hours, tour bookings, upcoming events, and more